Hello, my name is Tayo from Providence Solutions, and I've decided to record a session on the first week of our Oracle Database Administration training. The purpose of this recording is to assist students in familiarizing themselves with the student portal and understand what is expected of them during the first week of the training. Our goal is to make sure that the foundation is laid properly. So the training is divided into two, or the training we provide is divided into two. We provide Oracle Database Administration Fundamental, both 1 and 2, which covers the introduction to structured query language all the way to maintaining a configured database. That is the first part of the training. The second part of the training covers the high availability technology that comes with Oracle Database. So the left side of the student portal is for the database administration. The right side is for the advanced training. If you scroll further down, you will see some real life scenarios over here that we will be going through in addition to the regular database administration training. You will also see some credentials over here. This is what you are going to use in logging onto Providence Solutions server. The password will be provided by the instructor and is subject to change. So on your first day of the training, the instructor will provide a tool called FileZilla. It is an FTP tool used in transferring file from one computer or a server to another. The tool has some stuff that you are going to use in logging onto the server. You will have to fill in your host, which is the address of the server that you are going to, the username that you are going to use in logging onto that server, and the password for that username that you are using to log on to that server. The port is the access to that server, the entrance, the port number, and the class will cover that. Once you get all those credentials and you put it in, you will be connected to that server. The server will be on your right, that is the remote server. Your computer, your guest, your local client will be on the left. Highlight any of the file that you want to retrieve from the server. Right click on it, then download. Should you want to get everything, highlight everything, right click on it, then download. The good thing about FileZilla is it's going to tell you what you have in your queues, what transaction or transfers has failed, and which one is currently, or which one has transferred successfully. As well as it will give you the status of the file that is going. In this case, we are going to pick 3 of these files. We want those files in our local computers folder. So we click over here, we browse to local computer folder. We're going to use the document folder. So we scroll over here, we click on documents, and these are what we have in our documents. We can pick up any of these folder that we want to stick it in, or create a new folder ourselves. You can create a new folder. A folder is also referred to as a directory. Since we have highlighted those that we want to get from the server, we right click on it. So I've highlighted 4 in this case. right clicked on it. Now I'm clicking on download. Immediately those files will start transferring. I have 23 files that needs to be transferred from the server. You have logged into the server remotely. 5 of those transfers are already successful. 0 transfer has failed. And if you notice that the queued files are reducing as they are getting successfully transferred, the files are reducing. And over here you will see the status of the files that are being transferred. Once all the files have been transferred, the instructor will assist you in configuring a server. That is the only server and the database that the instructor will assist you in. During the course of the training, you will have to build your own server as well as database yourself. Once everything has been configured, on your desktop, you will have a virtual machine that we'll be using for this training. You can click on the virtual machine. Once the virtual machine is open, you will have a list of the servers that you have configured. Click on the server that you're trying to get onto. Once the server is open, it will appear like this. In a real-world environment, nobody works directly on the server. To simulate that scenario, we will minimize the server. That begs the question, once the server is in a remote location, in this case we are simulating that by minimizing it, how do we log on to that server? To log on to that server, we will be using an SSH tool. We'll be using PuTTY in this case. Once you bring up PuTTY, it's going to ask you for the host name. If you remember, that is similar to what FileZilla did. The port number that you are trying to use in logging onto the server, the access point. You type in your host name and the port number and you click open. Then it's going to prompt you for the user ID that you are trying to use to log on to the server. In this case, we'll be using Oracle. Once you're on the server and you put in your username, it is going to ask you the password to the username. For the purpose of the training, all the servers and the database that we will be building, the password that will be given to them is Oracle with capital O. Now we have successfully logged into the server. You will notice when you log into the server, you will see the username that you use in logging to the server, as well as the server name. So Oracle at class server. If you type in who am I, it shows you are Oracle. What is the host name of this server? It is class server.domain. That is why you see Oracle, the user logged in at class server. So when you're on the server level, which we are right now, you will see a $, which is the prompt. By the way, this is a Linux server. This is a Linux server. You will see a $, that depicts a user, any user that is, whether it is Oracle or a user that was created for you. If you switch user to root, who is root? Root is the super user that owns or that created the server. You will see a £. The same concept, the user at the server. Find out who you are by typing in who am I, and you see that you are root. Find out the host name and you see it is class server.domain. So root at class server. When you are logged in as root, you will see a pound sign. When you are logged in as any other user, you will see a dollar sign. So when you see a dollar sign or a pound sign, that means you are on the server level. Let's exit to go back to the Oracle user, which the database was installed on. Once we're on the server level, we need to find out the system that we are trying to work on. The system identifier or the instance name. To find out the databases or instances running on this server, we run the command ps -ef pipe grep pmon. That's the process monitor. It monitors the system, the instances or processes running on the server. In this case, we have an instance called class DB. So a server can host or can house many instances depending on the capacity of the server or how big it is. In this case, we have one instance, but we can have many instances should we want to, should we have the resources to do that. So if you want to work with any of the instance, you need to set the environment so you can tell the server which one you are trying to work on. To set environment, the default way to set environment for Oracle database is by doing $.aura-env, enter. Then it's going to prompt you, what is your Oracle SID? Then you now put class DB, enter. Now it will now respond by saying, oh, I have found it. By the way, I have set your Oracle base to U01 app Oracle. The caveat to this command is it only tells you the system that are currently running. What if this database is shut down or the instance is shut down? What happens? It will not be shown when you grep for pmon. In that case, you will have to go to the file that hosts or that houses all the database and their Oracle home on the server. That file is called Oratab. It is located in the etc directory. You cd to etc, then you view Oratab. Once you are there, go to the bottom of the page, then you will see the name of the database. If you have multiple databases or multiple instances, you will see everything listed in this file. You will see the name and you will see the Oracle home. Thank you very much for watching as well as listening, and you have a wonderful day.